So how are you doing these days?
Don't ask me that. I don't know why, but why is God punishing me? I am so stressed these days. I thought I had completed all my academic work and finally would have time to write the book I wanted to publish before this year. But then my teacher just bombarded us all with summer assignments. Even my family doesn't support me in my writing career. They tell me to start it after I get a job. But how do I explain to them that there is never a perfect time for anything? Whenever I try to work, something goes against me and ruins everything. I don't know why all this happens to me. I wish I had a life like yours. You're always free, happy, and working on the things you love.
I was just like you until that night came and things completely changed in my life.
What happened?
A long time ago, I used to be so frustrated with my life. I felt like all problems chose me, even when I was sitting near people who seemed to deserve them more. I felt just like you. And one night, while thinking all these things, I was completing my schoolwork, having no idea how I was going to finish the whole thing before sunrise. Again, the same thoughts. And honestly, it felt valid for me to think like that. After all, I had plans for that night, and my professor gave us extra work to do. I couldn't help myself in that moment. And guess what? The electricity went off. Frustrated by that, I accidentally spilled my coffee. Even more frustrated, I tried to forget everything and stepped into the balcony to get some air and cool down. I just started peeking into the rooms of people around me. In one window, I saw two girls cooking food together. I don't know what they were making, but it looked like some kind of soup, and I think it didn't go right. At least that's what they thought. But do you know what happened? They still ate that soup, laughed at each other, and kept talking about something so interesting to them that their mistake didn't matter anymore. I didn't think much of it and looked into another window. That house also had no electricity, but there was a small source of light. There, I saw an old man reading a book, smiling slightly. Maybe he was so deeply lost in the story that he forgot all the problems of heat, darkness, and discomfort. At that moment, I thought, he is having a great time. Then again, I looked into another window. I saw a couple celebrating their anniversary, maybe their first. Things clearly were not going as perfectly as the man had planned, but what caught my eye was this. They were not anxious. They were not stressed. Instead, they were smiling at each other, and somehow...
Then I looked into another window. I saw a group of friends, maybe working together on a school project or something personal. The place was a complete mess, but they were still having fun together, ignoring the negativity and somehow making things work. And then I looked at another window, but this wasn't a house or bedroom window. It was the passage window from where I could see outside people's doors. As I looked more closely, two little kids came out of one house, followed by their mother. Maybe they had done something mischievous, which is why their mother punished them and made them stand outside. But the moment their mother shut the door, they both started looking around, pointing at random things, sharing stories, and laughing together. They turned punishment into play.
Then I looked at another window, and the face I saw felt familiar. He was an artist, a writer. Sometimes I had met him before, and he often talked to me about his art. And there he was, not cooking, not celebrating, not socializing, just waiting, doing nothing, sitting for hours. Bro literally took 2 hours. Even I got bored watching him. But I didn't take my eyes off him, because this felt like my only chance to understand what kind of life he was living. And then suddenly, he picked up his pen, and with huge excitement, he started writing. I don't know what he was thinking, but it was something powerful, something I had never seen before. And in that moment, I thought about myself, that there are problems in everybody's life. We cannot claim we have the worst.
You can still grow and pursue great things while having gratitude for what you already have. It's not about staying where you are. It's about not speaking negatively about the circumstances and resources you currently possess. If you can't respect your present moment, then what guarantee is there that you'll respect your future? Because one day, that future will become your present. Demanding a perfect time doesn't bring success. Taking action every single day does. I have seen so many people blame their circumstances, blame God, and blame life for everything happening to them. But they never take action. Have gratitude for what you have. Respect your current moment. And keep moving. You will start seeing results. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe this month, maybe after a year. But do you know something? That one big moment will not define your success. Every single day you kept going will. You disrespect your present by constantly blaming and speaking negatively about what you have.
You have to start where you are, with whatever you have, because that is all you truly possess. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming your current circumstances. Have gratitude. Take action somehow, every day. At the end of it all, you have already won if you do this. And honestly, these little problems we face, they are what make life interesting. The journey itself is success, not just the one big moment.